The average age for a woman to be diagnosed with ovarian cancer is 63.
But doctors told Kristen Miles that she had the disease when she was just 17 years old. Kristen's life is now flourishing, thanks in part to a special group at the Minnesota Ovarian Cancer Alliance. MOCA is the focus of this week's Trees of Hope campaign at WCCO. Tonight, Susan-Elizabeth Littlefield shows us how it's helping young survivors like Kristen thrive.
We met through a matchmaker. So like a real live matchmaker, not online.
And that was the beginning of what would become 34-year-old Kristen Miles' fairy tale. Her nightmare is now 17 years in the past. It started with a swollen belly.
Later, I had an ultrasound that showed a mass, and 4 days later I was rushed into surgery, and that's where I was diagnosed.
She was the unlucky statistic, being diagnosed with a disease that usually affects women 4 times older than she was. After surgery to remove an ovary and aggressive chemo, she fell into another narrow statistic: women who survive ovarian cancer. But her battle would continue in other ways.
When dating, I always had in the back of my mind, I have to find someone that if I can have kids someday, they have to be okay with that.
Thankfully, Kevin was.
Ovarian cancer I'd not heard of before.
Nor of most people. And that's what Kristen had come to expect until she heard about the Teal trademarked group, MOCA.
When I moved to the Twin Cities and heard there was an organization just for ovarian cancer, I was so excited. It was like people you can relate to.
And then she found out about the Young Survivors group in MOCA. Women in their teens, 20s, and 30s sharing fun events like belly dancing class, speaking at events, representing the cause at health fairs.
Unique friendships that we otherwise may not have met, and we're just good support for each other too.
Sharing the highs and the lows.
We are a unique group. We face certain challenges like fertility. A lot of young survivors go into basically medically induced menopause.
It's a challenge she and her now husband no longer face.
But because of the intensity of my chemo I had, it was still going to be in question. So we're pretty excited that it worked.
She's due in March. While they wait, they'll continue to volunteer.
MOCA does some really important stuff that I wasn't even aware of until recently.
They don't know yet about the gender, whether it's blue or pink, but there's a good chance their baby will be wearing teal.
Yes, I might make our child volunteer.
You can help MOCA support survivors like Kristen and her family by making a donation right now at WCCO.com/accomplishmn. And for a gift of $25 or more, you can take home this holiday ornament from Home Furniture.